Hello, loves. It is Kim, the goddess, here to bring another personal vlog. There is something that I've been posting, anticipating about that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I had to get my words together. I had to make sure that this is something that I was doing from my heart and not out of, emotions and all of those things. So here we go. I was looking for the remote, but I can't find it. So I've shared with you guys before my past of sexual abuse and all of those things, but I wanted and needed to expand on that a little bit. So the song Rumors just came out, and it's the perfect time because I want to address something specific. So there is a rumor, or I've heard people saying that I'm gay, that I don't really like men. I'm basically using men, and men are my boy toys and all of those things. So there is some truth to this statement. I am attracted to women way more than men. And let me just start from the beginning. So yes, all of that abuse happened, but outside of that, when we were young, and I shared you guys my story with you guys about us living in shelter and all of those things. So when we moved into the shelter, my mom, oh, my mom gonna see this. Okay, so when we moved into the shelter, it was an all women shelter. No men were allowed there, but women that had male children were allowed to live in this building. And Candyman just came out too. So I first got introduced to spiritual things. I told y'all younger, as a young, a baby basically. But outside of that, I experienced some spiritual things through my peers, right? So they was in the bathroom. They were in the bathroom playing Candyman, screaming and doing all of that other stuff. And there was a particular girl, and she just kept kissing me. She just kept kissing me, and then I guess from then on she was like I was her girlfriend or boyfriend, and we'll get into the titles in a minute. So all of that. So I didn't really, it surprised me because up until recently I felt like homosexuality and being attracted to the same sex was a sin. I felt like it was wrong. So I didn't understand, okay, why you like me? Why you keep kissing me? Like, and we kids. So, but I had already experienced certain things. So, my mom, like I said, we were friends. She played basketball. I played basketball. And what's so funny is she wanted me to be the boyfriend, but she was way more masculine than me. She had the whole tomboy basketball look. That's how she looked and how she dressed and all of that. So the further events, kind of confused me. But if you looking at her and not knowing, you would think she was a stud. So her wanted me to be the masculine that, and then we so young, like how do you notice stuff, girl? Anyways, so I spent the night over her house one night, or not over her house, but in their room. My mom let me, stay the night over there one night, and we waited till everybody went to sleep, and we was in there kissing and all that other stuff, and I made her moan, and we woke her brother up, and he was like, from then on, he was like blackmailing us to tell on us. So fast forward, we both moved out of the shelter, and her and my mom, her mom and my mom remained friends, and we went over to their house one day, and I had seen her in a while, and it was kind of some kind of tension still because it's all about this boyfriend thing. So that came up again because she was going to the dance with the boy, and I'm like, okay, I thought you like girls. And she was like, okay, well, my mama don't know, I like boys and all this other stuff. So she was like, okay, well then, so you gonna be my boyfriend? And I'm like, I was about to say bitch. No, I'm because I'm a girl. I'm a female. I'm a girl. So she got upset and was like, okay, well then I'm a kiss your sister. Y'all don't even know how many times that happened to me dealing with. That was the first time with the female, but after that happened so many times with dudes. So my first experience in all of that was with a female. So after all of that happened, then my first love, then he started kissing me, touching my butt, and doing all that other stuff. So now I got both. And I'm in elementary school, y'all. I'm like 5th grade, 6th grade, and now I got both of these. Anyway, so that's when and this happened repeatedly. When he came along, it's like that left. But I would still think about them. I would still look at females. I would still do all of those things. So I was like really, really confused within myself. But then now we're going to church, and now we're reading the Bible. And now I'm okay, it's a sin, and I'm a girl, I'm supposed to be with a boy. So he is where all my focus and everything, like everything went to, up until the point where I got raped, because I did try to give him my virginity. So fast forward, I don't think I like messed with any other like I was around females, but I would fight it, I would hide it, I would tell myself this is wrong, you know what I'm saying? So I would suppress those thoughts and those feelings and all of those things. So I didn't mess with girls anymore until I got about like 18 or 19 years old, and it wasn't anything serious. That's when I was, exploring, talking to females and all of those things. So once I actually got into relationships and I was with men, it came a point where we would have a solid friendship. And this is something that I'm going through right now. This is the tower that I needed to break down. Remember, I was talking to you guys about the subconscious depression, and we're going through a karmic review. I was talking about me, but I was talking about others too, because I pay attention, to my associates and other people that are around me, and I noticed that they were going through the same thing. So as I was going through that review, I noticed that I always was able, even in high school, y'all. That's why I never talked to anybody that went. But I was always friends with the cool ass niggas, and I didn't have sex with these dudes. They used to just come to me and talk to me about their boyfriends, and then my female friends would always come to me, and I would write poems and all of that stuff for them to send to their boyfriends. But I was like pretty much a loner. I did have boyfriends, but like I said, it always starts out as a good solid friendship, and then other stuff happens and the chaos happens. So this has repeated in my life up until this point, and I'm determined to break this cycle, and I need to just be truthful with myself. And I just wanted to put it out there, because I know some people that have feelings for me and all of that stuff are going to look at this video, and I just want to be honest. So when I did get into relationships, and even when I got married, I was still suppressed. And periodically, like when I would go on a break or I wasn't dealing with nobody, I would get on dating sites and all of that stuff and meet women and just simply talk to women. Y'all, I got catfish. That's a whole nother story. So I would still meet and talk to women, but I wouldn't act on it. But I would always fantasize about it, even with, and this is so personal, but even when I would be intimate with men, I would have to think about women in order to climax, in order to have an orgasm. I would have to look at porn with women in order to orgasm and have, all of those things. So my husband, I don't know what he was going through. He went to prison, and the pastor told him something, and when he came home, he threw out all the porn tapes and all that, and I was like, hold up now. So from that point on, that's when me and him started to, but I didn't realize that's what was going on within me. So fast forward, I did, talk to a couple females. I did attempt to have a relationship with certain females. After I left my marriage, there was a particular female that I was talking to, but it was more of her personality. And during that time, I was going through a lot, so I was quiet and I didn't say much and I didn't speak a lot. But what turned me off from her was, the loud drama and all the other stuff. But she don't know, but I was in her bathroom one day doing my hair, and her friend was there, and I heard her say, "She too feminine." Bitch, I'm a female. I'm a girl. I have titties. I have a coochie. I'm a girl. Like, what the fuck? So after I heard that, it's like when stuff going through my head. So I'm like, no, let me leave these females alone and try to, try at least to have a relationship or try to pursue something with a man, because I don't want to paint this certain image in my head that all men are a certain way and all females are a certain way. So let me at least try again. I'm made for a man. Let me at least try to be with a man. But it was always the same thing. It always started out as a great solid friendship, and then when we feelings got involved and sex happened, then it would just be stupid. So when I met my ex, I wasn't looking to get into a relationship. I was talking to several people, but it was just to be social. So that's why when I met him, I was like, okay, I don't want to have sex. I don't want to do any of those things. Because not soon after I met him, I met my ex-girlfriend, right? And that's when my feelings and all of that other stuff for women start to come to the forefront, because I fell in, well, I ain't gonna say I fell deep in love, but I started to love her. Like, I started to care about her, and I would get jealous, but not with her trying to make me jealous. Like, she would get mad and do stuff with dudes and all this other stuff with dudes to try to make me mad. That type of jealousy don't work on me. So fast forward up into the point where, and then at that point I was still going back and forth. I would still talk to females. I would meet females. I would have sex with females. But it was just something that in myself I felt like it was lust. I felt like it was just mainly sex, until I met her and I started to develop like real feelings, and that sense of intimacy that I desire from men, I got from her. I got from women. So fast forward up until the point where I meet my twin flame, divine masculine. So up until that point, I told y'all that I would have to think about women in order to climax. But with him, it was different. Like, he satisfied me. And that confused me even more, to where I'm like, okay, this is my counterpart. This is who God made me to be. Maybe that's, what I would need to pursue. And I would try to press upon him that this is what we're supposed to do. This is how this is supposed to go. This is all this. But he would do the same exact things the other dudes would do. Like, we cool, we friends, but don't get in your feelings and keep shit the way it is. And that would trigger me. And that would trigger depression and anxiety and all of those things within me. And then, because that was programmed in me from other relationships, I didn't really express myself with him. I wasn't really assertive with him because of fear of rejection, and because of what I would express, it would not be acknowledged, and it would be, not acknowledged. So recently I came to the conclusion that it's a cycle, that I am attracting these relationships for a reason, because I wasn't being honest with myself about who I am and what it is that I really, really want. Why y'all saying no? This is why it took me so long to say this. Because I do love him. I am in love with him. I would like to be in a relationship with him, but I'm at the point now where it's blocking my blessings. It triggers me, and it causes me to slip into a depression, and that means that I'm not happy. That means that that's not what I truly want, what I truly desire. So I came to the conclusion, Kim, to just stop fighting it, to just be free and living your truth and standing your truth. So I'm not saying that I am gay. I'm just saying that I am, from this point on, going to just pursue relationships with women. Because that's what I want. Like, honestly, that's what I want. And I never wanted to put myself in a relationship with a man and then wanted to cheat on them, or have threesomes and they be the third wheel, because that's happened. And they be the third wheel because that's what I truly, really want. So, as far as the rumors about me being gay, yes, they are true. Yes, I like women. No, I do not. It takes a certain special kind of man, and I'm pretty sure they said that too. If it's a dude that I'm stuck on and I'm, all up in, it's something special about that dude, and that is true. But I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of getting my heart broken. I'm tired of being triggered and all of those things. So I'm just going to follow my heart and my desires and pursue women and have a relationship with a woman. I know this is not gonna surprise some. Some gonna be like, "Bitch, about time." Others are gonna be surprised because I never shared this with them. They don't know this part of me. I guess they felt like I was just, a nympho or just promiscuous and all of those things. But that's definitely not the case. I don't really desire men as much as I desire women. And I'm smiling because I have this sense of peace. Y'all, it's this, since I can't had this revelation and just came to this conclusion, y'all, I have this different sense of peace and coolness within myself, y'all. So that in itself lets me know that I'm making the right decision and I'm following my heart and it's in alignment with who I really am. I want to cry because this decision is the right decision. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I don't need any comments or opinions on it. I don't care. I just needed to put this out there. I love you guys. I'll see y'all on my next vlog video. Y'all, I have a bunch of stories to tell y'all. I have a bunch of stuff to tell y'all, and I'll get to that. But light and love. Namaste.